Good morning, children. Saira. So, welcome back to our grammar class. And today we are going to do the revision of our first chapter, that is nouns and kinds of nouns. Now, you must be very in a confused state. Why again and again we are doing the same chapter, right? Because we have exam. FA2 exam is nearing you, so I hope you all are preparing for your exam, right? So let me wish you first a very all the best for all the kids, right? So work hard, just watch the videos and just revise the portions thoroughly. So it's going to be a very easy exam because it is going to be all multiple choice question, no need of writing anything. So it's very easy and you can score full marks in your exam. So all the best, kids. Now let's move into the chapter. Now right from smaller classes, from first standard, it may be we are learning this chapter nouns. So it is very easy chapter. So what I call nouns? Noun is a name given to a person, place, animal and thing. And for example, person, any people name. And here I have given Riya, Aditya. And place, any place name, school, malls, garden, anything. Animal, cat, dog, lion, tiger, etc. And things, pen, knife, box, books, etc. So this is very simple common definition of what is called noun. Now in your class, in your exam, so they may ask you, they will give you a sentence and they may ask you to find out which is the noun, right? So here Akbar was a great king, Rabindranath was a great poet, Chetan is the best player, my father is an old man, Mala's brother is a doctor. So the words which are in bold here, like Akbar, king, Rabindranath Tagore, poet, Chetan, father, man, Mala, doctor. So all these words, here I have the underlined words above are names of persons. Here I am not underlined, I have made it bold letters. So can you make out this dark black color? So all these are names of persons. So I hope you know to identify in the given sentence which is the names of persons, right? Let's move ahead now. So here I have given more. Let's read out this sentence. Our school is near the bus stop. Mumbai is a very big city. Paris is the capital of France. The river flows through the narrow valley. Now let us underline some nouns here and let me take the pen first. Yes. Now can you tell me which are the nouns? Yes, in the first sentence we have school and we have bus stop, Mumbai, city, Paris, France, yes, valley. So here the words underlined that they are which nouns? Yes, names of places. So they are the names of places, right? So you may be asked to click whether it's a name of a person or a place or a thing or an animal. So these words are places. So it's very easy to find out. Now let's move on to the next slide. Yes, now read this. Cow gives us milk. The eagle is the king of birds. Cats and dogs are pet animals. The sheep is a meat animal. And now we are going to underline. Sorry. Let me take my pen again. cow gives us milk. Here cows and eagle, birds, cats, dogs, animals, sheep, animals. So here the underlined words are the, here it is given, it's not the name of places, it is names of, yes, animals. So it is animals, M-A-L-S. So here the underlined words are names of animals. So in your exam, they must have underlined already, and they must give the option like names of places, names of animals, names of persons, or names of things. So which is the right option? You just have to click. So all these are names of animals, right? So let's move on to the next slide now. Yes, now here, yes, my books are on the table. I write with a pen. Apples are good for health. Leela bought a ribbon and a hairpin. And here, let's now again underline. Yes, now our first sentence is not visible, so we'll just leave that sentence and let's start with this. I write with a pen. Okay, now here, yes, pen, apples, ribbon, hairpin. So here, if they give these words underlined, so what are these words refers to? So these all refer to the names of things. The names of things. So in the sentence, they must have underlined already, and they will ask you to write what type of noun, right? So these nouns are names of things. So you should know names of person, names of places, names of animals, and names of things in the given sentence. Right, children? Now let's move on to the next one. Now let's learn the kinds of nouns. So we have different kinds of nouns. Here we have concrete noun, abstract noun, common noun, proper noun, collective noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, and singular, plural. Also we have nouns. So let's revise that also in this session. Now let's first learn what are called proper nouns and common nouns. Now let's start with this common noun first. So now we are going to start with a common noun. Let's understand what is common noun. The thing which have one general name, like if you say a book or a box, it has a general name. All boxes are called as boxes. All books are called as books. So any general name of a person, place, animal, or thing is a common noun. Example, he is a clown. So all clowns are called as clowns. So clown is the general name of a person. So here, next one is they live in a city. So city is the general name of the place. They have not mentioned any particular city name here, right? So the names which are in general are called as common noun. And some more example sentences. It is his dog. So dog is the general name of an animal. So here there is no dog name is mentioned. This is a cake. So cake is a general name of a thing. So they will give the sentence, they will give you the sentence, and already they must have underlined, and they will ask you what kind of noun. So you will write either it's a proper noun or it's a common noun. So you have to know all kinds of nouns. And children, common nouns are not capitalized unless they begin a sentence are or the part of a sentence. So common noun does not come. So common nouns are not capitalized unless they begin a sentence or they are the part of a sentence. Now, proper nouns. Proper nouns are nothing but special names. Special names of people, places, pets, days, months, organizations, etc. Any particular name will be there. So, do you have a name? Yes. We all have a name. So, proper noun. So, example sentence: Jack, the clown, entertains the people in a circus. So clown, only clown is common noun. So but here in this sentence, Jack the clown. So the clown name is Jack. So Jack is a special name given for the clown. So Jack is the proper noun here. They live in Mumbai. So Mumbai is the special name for the city. So here the city name is given. So it is Mumbai. His cat's name is Kitty. So animal name, cat's name is Kitty. So all these are proper nouns. So all proper nouns begin with a capital letter. So remember that all proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Yes, some more proper nouns are country's name, city's name, road's name, festivals, monuments, river, mountain, etc. So anything that has a particular name is called as proper noun, and it always begins with a capital letter. Yes, here are some more examples. My auntie lives in Pune. So here, yes. The Red Fort is situated in New Delhi. So New Delhi, Red Fort. My school is on Lal Bagh Road. Okay. Now next we'll learn concrete noun and the abstract noun. So what is called concrete noun? So these are nouns which can see, touch, hear and smell. So they can occupy the space. It means they are in the concrete form. So for example, door, clock, aeroplane. Okay. Now let's identify these types of nouns. So a concrete nouns can be identified through 5 senses, that is taste, touch, sight, hear and smell. Now what is abstract noun? The nouns which we can only think or feel but cannot touch. So they do not occupy any space. So it is called abstract nouns. So example, time, theft, beauty, wisdom, etc. Now next we'll learn about the countable nouns and the uncountable nouns. So the nouns which we can count, they are called as countable nouns, and the things which we cannot count are called as uncountable nouns. So most concretes can be counted. So can you count the pens, pencils, books? Yes. So they are called as countable nouns. Now can you count the milk, hair, rice, sugar? No. So they are called as uncountable nouns. So can you count the information? No. So can you count the kindness? No. So they are all called as uncountable nouns. So here we have the example of countable nouns: apples, books, car, plate, etc. And what is uncountable noun? Yes, some concrete nouns cannot be counted. Such nouns are called as uncountable nouns. So ink, powder, salt, hair. So they are always singular. They are always singular. Yes, salt, tea, honey, hair. So these things we cannot count it. So they are always singular. Now let's see the difference. So countable noun, book, pen. So we can count. Water, coffee, we cannot count. So this we can use with a or an, and it may be plural also. So a book, right? And books, right? An umbrella or umbrellas. So here no a or an can be used. And here the countable nouns we can answer for how many books you have. So here you have to use the question how much water did you drink, right? So here there are very few. How many books you have? A few books. So how much water you have? A little water. So here you can use many and a lot of. I have many books, I have a lot of books. Here I have so much water, I have a lot of, yes, coffee, something like that. And here some, I have some books. Here also you can use the same word some. I have some water, here some coffee. So these are the difference between the countable nouns and the uncountable nouns. So it's very simple. The things which you can count are called as countable, and the things which you cannot count, that they are called as uncountable nouns. Now let's see the collective nouns. So what are called collective nouns? Collective noun means the nouns that will have the plural forms also. So they are in concrete forms. They are also concrete nouns, or also can be called as the collective nouns. So a collective nouns means a group or collection of persons, animals or things as a complete whole. So they are called as concrete nouns. So concrete nouns may be divided into 4 categories, that is proper nouns, common nouns, material nouns, and the collective nouns. So you need not get confused with all these. Collective nouns means it is a group or collection. It's a group or a collection. So here we have players. Players means many players. So when you see the players in the ground, you can see the players. For the players, you will use the word team, a team of players. So you will not say the players are there in the ground, so the players are coming. So when you see a group of players, you will use the word team. So this you have to by heart. The collective nouns you have to by heart. So a team of players. So employees, you will say staff. For students, you will say class. Criminals, you will say gang. And for soldiers, you will say army. And for wolves, so you can say a group of wolves, you can say a pack of wolves. So bees, a collection of swarm. Keys, you will say a bunch of keys. Shoes, you will say a pair of shoes. So onlookers means a crowd. Stairs, a flight. Okay. So these are the collective nouns, so which you have to by heart. So a collection of sheep, you will say fleet. A collection of ships, so you will say a fleet. A collection of sailors, you will call as crew. And there are many other collective nouns. So you can watch the previous videos to learn for the collective nouns. Now let's go to this already we have revised. Now let's come to the singular and plural nouns. Now singular and plural nouns, there are 6 ways to change noun from singular to plural. And this topic also we have been studying right from the childhood, right from first standard or right from the KG also. So it's very easy. Let's see the first one. A noun is a person, place or thing, and singular means only one noun. Singular means only one noun, and plural means more than one noun. So one pencil, many pencils, right? So it is very simple. Now we have some rules for that. So most nouns become plural by adding s. Most nouns become plural by adding yes. So boy, just you have to write s along with the spelling boys. Book, books. School, schools. So the first rule is you will just add s for the nouns. Most nouns that will become plural by adding just s. And rule number 2. So the word that ends with ch, sh, x. So you will add es. So sh, x, ch. So you will add es. So bush, bushes. Box, boxes. Church, churches. Right? And rule number 3. Nouns that end in f or fe. This often changes to yes. It's not yes, it's ves. So here it is wrong. It is ves. Okay. So nouns. So if the word that ends with f or fe, so that will you have to add ves. So wife, wife will change it into yes, you will have to add ves. wives. So wolf, wolves. wolves. Okay, next one. And rule number 4. So some nouns change the inside spelling. Some nouns change the inside spelling. Man, men. So is inside and it is changed into e. So man is singular, men plural. Goose, geese. Mouse, mice. Now let's learn the rule number 5. So nouns that end in a consonant letter and y. Drop the y and add ies. So if the words ends with y, so you have to drop that y. You have to pull that y and throw it out. And instead of y, you have to add ies. So sky, sky will become, so y you just crush it and throw it away. So it will become skies. So puppy, so again y cancel it and it will become puppies. Donkey, donkeys. Key, keys. So this singular plural, it is just you have to do the practice of many words. So you keep practicing the singular plural, you can easily learn this topic. And rule number 6. So some nouns do not change when making them plural. So they remain as it is. For example, wheat. So you will call as wheat only. Deer, deer. Fish, fish. Corn, corn. So wheat, wheat, deer, deer, fish, fish, corn, corn. Right? Yes. And so let's quickly revise this singular plural. Most nouns become plural by adding s. Example, cup, cups. And the words that end with ch, sh, x is you have to add es. Dish, dishes. and that ends with F or FE, you have to add VES, knife, knives. And some nouns change the inside spelling, women, women. Nouns that ends in consonant letter Y, so Y comes, you just pull it out and throw it away. So fly, flies, monkey, monkeys. And some nouns do not change when making the plural, that is cotton, cotton, wheat, wheat, corn, corn, right? Yes. Now for practicing, so find out many words that inside spelling is changed. Mouse, mice, fly, flies. So pen, pens, flash, flashes, rise, rise, life, lives. So you have to remember all the points. Yes, all the rules for the singular and plural. This I have given just few words for practicing. So you pick out the words from your English chapters and try to write the answers. Right, children? So here we have some, identify the nouns in the following and state its kind. So the Ganga is the largest river in the India. So here we have Ganga, river and India. So Ganga and India is the proper noun and river is the common noun. So Tina is tall and slim. So Tina is proper noun. Thane is a clean city. So Thane is proper noun and city is common noun. So in a sentence, there may be both the nouns or any one noun. So you have to be very careful and just remember the rules, the points to identify the nouns. Silky is my pet dog. So Silky is the proper noun and dog is the common noun. Now children, here we end this session, and once again I wish you all the best and thank you for watching, and do well in your exams. So stay home, stay safe, do your exam at home itself. Until then, bye bye.